We discussed in this video. Top 10 Best First Cars for New Drivers 2024. A new car for a first-time driver should be cheap, easy to drive and safe. Here are the 10 best first cars. Once you've passed your driving test, the next hurdle between you and a whole new level of freedom is finding your first car. Of course, in an ideal world, you'll want a car that's safe and well-equipped, with the practicality you need and, hopefully, a bit of style and driving fun thrown in. To help make your search as easy as possible, our experts have rounded up the very best first cars for new drivers right here. The cost of buying and running a car can be steep, so we've chosen these cars based on their value for money, reliability, fuel economy, and insurance costs. All of these models are brand new, but many great examples can also be found on the used market. Either way, they are all available for a reasonable price, particularly if you finance them through a personal contract purchase (PCP) finance agreement, or a personal contact hire (PCH) leasing deal. The best first cars for new drivers. Read on to find the best first cars for new drivers, as based on our thorough real-world testing. Number 10, Citroën Ami. Who says you have to be 17 years old to drive? Since the Citroën Ami is classified as a quadricycle by law, a 16-year-old with a current AM moped license is able to lawfully operate one. However, there are certain restrictions. The Ami's primary drawbacks are that its peak speed is restricted to 28 miles per hour, its battery range is just 46 miles, and it is by no means the most practical automobile available. On the other hand, you can get a brand new Ami for less than £9,000 if you live in the city and need a cheap, simple car to get around in. Because of the all-electric drivetrain, you won't pay any emissions-based taxes, and your operating expenses should be quite low. Number 9, Fiat 500. The automotive industry is quickly moving toward electric vehicles, and because gasoline and diesel vehicles will be illegal in the UK starting in 2035, you might be thinking of getting an electric vehicle as soon as you get your license. The Fiat 500 ought to be at the top of your list if you are. Despite being one of the cheapest and most compact EVs available, the 500 is so excellent that we twice awarded it our City Car of the Year award. The 500 provides flair and flair in plenty, much like its petrol-powered predecessor, but with the extra benefit of being emission-free. The bigger 42 kilowatt-hour battery is the better choice if range is a priority for you because it has a stated range of up to 199 miles. Number 8, Dacia Sandero. One of the most affordable vehicles available in the UK is the Dacia Sandero, which is based on the current generation Renault Clio, a fantastic supermini. While the Sandero's equipment is admittedly less extensive than that of some of the other vehicles on our list, the necessities are nonetheless present. You won't feel undervalued, though, because prices start at less than £14,000. The newest Sandero, which has 5 seats, 5 doors, and a 320-liter trunk, ought to be useful for daily usage as well. Although it won't provide any particularly exciting driving experiences, insurance for the Sandero is quite inexpensive for novice drivers, with rates as low as Insurance Group 7. Number 7, Volkswagen Polo. There's just no comparison to the Volkswagen Polo if you're looking for a grown-up supermini. A DAB radio, electronic stability control, rain-sensing automatic wipers, alloy wheels, automatic headlights, and electronic stability control are just a few of the amenities available on the base, life, trim level of the Polo. Even though the Polo is noticeably bigger than the VW Up, parking and driving it should still be simple. Nevertheless, the driver assistance package, which offers parking assistance, is an option. Number 6, Volkswagen Up. From 2017 to 2020, the Volkswagen Up was named our City Car of the Year 4 times in a row because we believe it to be such a great compact car. It's still a good option for a first automobile even, though it no longer carries this specific label. The Up's affordability, and the fact that every trim level, apart from the sporty GTI variant, is in insurance group 10 or lower, are the main draws. The sole engine available for the base gasoline vehicles is a 1.0-liter, 3-cylinder engine that generates 64 horsepower, and is expected to get over 50 miles per gallon. The Up doesn't compromise on safety in spite of how inexpensive it is to purchase and use. Electronic stability control, many airbags, and a multipurpose front-facing camera are standard on all new models. The quality of the inside also surpasses the low cost. Current versions are equipped with air conditioning and a DAB radio that can be connected to a Bluetooth device as standard. The engine of the Up is a little unit, so even on infrequent highway trips, it doesn't seem overly taxed. Its modest size also makes driving and parking easy and even enjoyable. If you would rather drive an entirely electric vehicle, the VW Up is a possibility as well. It provides the same degree of excellence as the gasoline-powered vehicle and a battery range of up to 159 miles. Number 5, Fiat Panda. The cute Fiat Panda is one of the most affordable cars for novice drivers to operate because of its inexpensive Group 6 insurance. However, the best-selling car in Italy isn't quite as popular in the UK as it is in its native country. The little Fiat even adds a touch of technology uncommon for this class of vehicle with its mild hybrid system. In reality, the 69 brake horsepower overall power of the Panda puts it on par with comparable city runabouts. The small, narrow footprint of the Fiat is maximized by its lofty body, making it suitable for carrying a few passengers on occasion. The Panda is inexpensive to purchase, too, costing less than £15,000, despite lacking the newest improvements for passenger comfort and safety. Number 4, Toyota Aygo X. The quirky-looking Toyota the Aygo X aims to give the city car segment a hint of SUV flair. The car has an upright stance thanks to chunky plastic cladding on the wheel arches and 17-inch alloy wheels, but it can still fit into parking spaces that are extremely small because to its 3.7-meter length and reverse camera, which also reduces the possibility of unintentional impacts. Although it has a lot of character, the small 3-cylinder engine is in Group 5 due to its low power output. The interior of the doors has body-colored splashes that give character to the interior, and the central touchscreen is equipped with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Although it isn't nearly as roomy or sophisticated as the Hyundai or Kia, it nevertheless has many positive aspects. Number 3, Hyundai i10. In addition to receiving a makeover, the Hyundai i10 is now offered with Group 1 insurance. This is as a result of its automated manual gearbox and 1.0-liter gasoline engine. Sadly, this transmission is somewhat jerky to use, but if you prefer a 5-speed manual, the car is a Group 5. The base advanced trim of the Hyundai i10 has 15-inch alloy wheels, air conditioning, an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, rear parking sensors, a reversing camera, and cruise control. On the plus side, the little Hyundai city car is a pleasure to drive. To aid anxious drivers, lane keep assist is also available. However, having all this kit included as standard makes the i10 more expensive than its Kia Picanto sister car. Prices start at just under £16,000. Number 2, Kia Picanto. There isn't a better deal than the Kia Picanto for those who have obtained an automatic-only license. The self-shifting variant of the tiniest car from the Korean company belongs in the lowest Group 1 category, meaning that its running costs should be reasonable. We would advise against choosing that option if you have a full license, since the gearbox shifts so slowly and jerkily that many drivers will feel as though they are being taught a lesson in driving all over again. Group 5 is occupied by the Picanto, which has a manual gearbox with 5 speeds. But it's a blast to drive, and its small size makes parking and moving around town a breeze. Number 1, Skoda Fabia. It might be challenging to purchase a car for a new driver. Not only do you want something tiny and manageable, but a cheap insurance group and a low asking price are also essential given the escalating cost of operation. The Skoda Fabia is the vehicle that most successfully combines all of these elements. You may have one of the most elegant and roomy Superminus available at a reasonable price with Group 4 insurance. With only 79 brake horsepower from its little 1.0-liter 3-cylinder petrol engine, it has just enough power to move a hyperactive 17-year-old around without going too crazy.